Let's go. Why don't you just bring it to the table?
And now, presenting author, organizer, activist, and host, the woman who brings unity to our community, Angela C. Harden.
Blessings! We said blessings to you. And welcome to Bring It to the Table, Real Talk with Angela C. Harden. Hey, panelists, how y'all doing?
Greetings. Blessed.
All right.
Blessed.
You all ready to tackle this topic on bullying?
Let's take it. Let's do it.
Y'all ready? There is so much that we're hearing now about bullying. We want to learn and talk about what bullying is and what bullying is not. We're also going to be looking at bullying in the schools, bullying in the homes, bullying on the job.
Bullying in the church.
In the church. Oh, now that's a topic there. And what about bullying online?
Bullying online. Yeah. Sorry.
So we got a lot to talk about in 30 minutes. But we can do it. I want you guys to fasten your seatbelts tight because it's getting ready to go up and it's getting ready to go down right here on Bring It to the Table, Real Talk.
Closed captioning for Real Talk, Bring It to the Table with Angela C. Harden is sponsored by Mustard Seed Video Productions.
Just bring it to the table.
You just made a great choice. What are you gonna do now?
I don't know.
What? You gotta post this. Wait up. Facebook, Right Buy is the only place to buy a car from. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Right Buy Automotive Sales is taking over your city. We're doing car deals on wheels for real. Home of the guaranteed credit approval. Come on out where we treat you like family. It's all true at the Yellow and Blue.
Get more furniture and spend less money at Value Furniture Store on Aiken-Augusta Highway. Mattresses, beds, sofas, dining room sets, accessories, and more. Right now, buy this queen-size mattress set for just $5.99 and get this sleigh bed absolutely free. That's right, a free bed. We're open Tuesday through Saturday 9 to 6. Get more furniture, spend less money, and save big at Value Furniture Store on the Aiken-Augusta Highway.
Blessings. I'm here with Rosalind at Roz Gifts and Flowers. And Roz, I want to ask you, what is it that make your events stand out and pop?
Well, I'm different and unique, and I was blessed with my hands by God. And also, we're willing here at Roz Gifts and Flowers to work with any client with any budget.
Why don't you give them a call today?
Calvin's Roasted Fish and Salad offers a variety of Southern-style cuisine, including oxtails, fish and shrimp, and rotisserie chicken. For your convenience, we also provide delivery and catering services. We are open daily from 10 to 8, so drop on by and grab a plate.
Hi, I'm Calvin. I really want your business. Give me just one opportunity, and I will try my hardest and do my best to keep you coming back. And I approve this message. Thank you.
Blessings and welcome back to Bring It to the Table, Real Talk with Angela C. Harden. When we left for the break, we were talking about learning more about this word bullying. Yes. And I want to give some laws that's in place, that's laws against bullying. And this is pertaining to the schools.
Okay.
Bullying is not allowed at any Georgia school. It's not allowed. It's against the law. Bullying is someone who tries to hurt, embarrass, or threaten you physically or verbally. So not only is bullying is a physical issue, but it's also a verbal issue. A bully is someone who makes you fear for your safety. Bullying is not just a boys' issue. Girls are more likely to be used or to use hurtful or untrue gossip or rejection when they are bullied. Bullying is taken seriously by teachers, schools, parents, and law enforcement officials. You could literally go to jail for bullying. If you or someone you know has a problem with any form of bullying, we need to make sure that we tell somebody. Even if you see somebody being bullied, you need to say something. Don't watch someone being intimidated or harassed and not tell someone, especially in the schools, because bullying is not allowed in any Georgia school.
As you talked about that definition, one of the things that you talked about is the bully creating fear. And so you almost have an oxymoron when if the person who's being bullied is in fear, they're probably not going to tell anybody.
They're probably not. But Jamie has the definition. What definition do you have, Jamie, of bullying?
The definition I have states, bullying is the use of force, threat, or coercion to abuse, intimidate, or aggressively dominate others.
Wow. He said a mouthful there. And I know Jamie ready to respond on the definition that he just gave for bullying. Because a lot of what we call bullying, is it really bullying?
That's a good question.
That's a,
You know, back
Go
in
ahead.
the day, as we would say, bullying, if it wasn't severe, wasn't someone getting hurt, it was almost a part of just growing up. You know, you might have to give up your lunch money.
Or teasing
or
someone.
You tease somebody, or you say something that's not true. Somebody say your mama, but they didn't know your mama.
Name calling.
Name calling.
Yes.
So it's changed from then. But the severe type, I can understand because as a elementary school child, I remember Elmore Montgomery.
And who was Elmore?
Elmore was a bully.
Okay.
Elmore picked me up in the gym class over his head and slammed me on the gym floor.
Wow.
So that was not bullying?
Oh, that was bullying.
Okay.
Was it bullying or was it just you just got in a fight?
No, we wasn't fighting.
He wasn't fighting. He got picked up.
I
and
never
thrown
would
down.
have
But-
picked a
but-
fight with Elmore. Elmore just picked me up and slammed me.
But so he was fighting you. He was attacking you. But is that bullying? Or did he just get mad or he just didn't like you so he picked you up and slam you? Is that bullying?
He was a big guy. I was a little guy. And to show off, he picked me up and slammed me. And
So-
there really wasn't much that I could do about it other than let the teachers know.
So that's a form of bullying. Do you all agree with that?
You know, based on the definition I just read, that would certainly qualify. It met all the requirements. But at the same time, I would look at that because I came up, I kind of got slammed a couple times. And I've done some things in playing or just being a young male that probably would be considered bullying today.
Absolutely.
There's a problem with this term bullying because it covers too much ground. When you get into definitions that's being used like this, imagine someone having to decide if something was an act of bullying or not. They got a definition now that will cover the slightest little thing that's encompassing to that which is a great issue. So now here we are now where we had people that decided what the laws were and applied them with discretion, sometimes to the point where we would say maybe this was racist or this was not. But here we have another term now to add to that list, a term bullying, which goes from A to Z, and somebody in the middle interpreting what it is. I have a problem with that.
Yes. And that's why we're bringing this to the table, because I think sometimes we take things to the extreme. And that's why it's important that we understand what bullying is and what bullying is not. There are three main types of bullying: verbal bullying, social bullying, and physical bullying. And we're going to come right back as we continue this conversation on bullying. All right? Can we do that? Can we take a break?
We'll take a break.
All right. Let's bring it to the table, Real Talk. We'll be right back. Blessings. I'm here with Deborah Stevens, and she is the owner of
Savvy Sparkling Gems.
And we hear paparazzi a lot, and there's a lot of consultants. What make you different?
What makes me different is I love people and I love to serve people, make men and women feel beautiful at an affordable rate.
Awesome. So guess what? We're going to give you a try. Let's call Deborah today.
Deshaun Seafood, Chicken, and all-you-can-eat crab legs. Great food, good service, lots of fun. Try us for the first time, and you'll be ringing our bell.
This is my first time coming here, but it sure won't be my last.
I just love the crowd.
Blessings. I'm here with Rosalind at Roz Gifts and Flowers. And Roz, I want to ask you, what is it that make your events stand out and pop?
Well, I'm different and unique, and I was blessed with my hands by God. And also, we're willing here at Roz Gifts and Flowers to work with any client with any budget.
Why don't you give them a call today?
Hey Augusta, Malcolm here. You know I'm always telling you how easy it is, how great my prices are, but don't just take my word for it. Listen to what my customers have to say.
Malcolm Huttingham Chevrolet beat all the prices here in the local CSRA area.
We will purchase again. Why? Because they just got it like that.
Plus, new 2017 Silverados are $13,000 off.
Malcolm Cunningham Chevrolet made it easy. Absolutely.
Malcolm Cunningham, we made it easy.
Blessings and welcome back to Bring It to the Table, Real Talk with Angela C. Harden. When we left from the break, something that happened to you concerning bullying.
Yeah, as we look at the definition of bullying, I'm reminded when I was in elementary school, Elmore, in the gym class, just showing off, pick me up for no reason, slam me on the gym floor. And I think that fits the definition of bullying. But I think now this definition that we have is so broad that it could become more of a distractor in the classroom than a deterrent.
That's true, because everybody now saying, they're bullying me. I'm being bullied. Everything now is bullying. And I really want us to take a close look at that, because everything is not bullying. Just like Elmore. You say he came over, he picked you up in gym class and slammed you.
Right.
Was he picking on you or calling you names leading up to that? What made him do that particular day?
I don't even remember all that. I just remember I got picked up.
You remember
and slammed. I was minding my own business. I didn't bother anybody. And he was a bigger guy, and I was a really small, sickly child growing up. And so I think he just did it because he could. He was showing off. It was girls in the gym. There was other guys in the gym, and that kind of made him the tough guy and me the weak guy.
And you probably was liking on a girl that he was liking on. That's what that was.
No, but he did have a cute sister.
Okay, but the question I have for you is, did he do this again? Repeatedly?
No.
So I think we really have to look at the definition and all that. There is, what was the intent behind why a person did what they did?
Well, it was bullying, but it wasn't something that I didn't get hurt other than a few bruises, but nothing got broke. I made it through elementary school without any problems. He graduated, I graduated, we went on to middle school. But as we look at this definition now, that actually, had I been hurt, would have been an assault.
But even before this term, it probably would have been an assault. It could have been. But the things, I like what you said about you went on, you graduated, you went on through life. A lot of what we were exposed to or happened, that was just everyday playground type stuff. Now they can classify as bully.
When you look at the youth today and the youth of yesterday, the youth of our generation, a lot of times you said things that you didn't mean. And it wasn't bullying. It was just part of growing up.
Yes.
You wanted to be bad, or you wanted to impress somebody, and so you said something that you knew your mama and your daddy wasn't going to allow you to do, but you said it anyway.
Right. And that's good, because see, what's happening today is that a lot of the youth say these things not just to their friends, but to their actual parents, and they do carry them out.
Wow.
But by talking about that, though, it reminds me of something that's happening in bullying, in the cyberbullying, all the way from the White House.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
Okay, come on.
There's cyberbullying almost on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
But there was cyberbullying before we made such an emphasis on bullying. As a matter of fact, when it comes to communication, one of the things I've learned is that there are three types of people usually. You can be classified as aggressive, which is mainly what we are calling bullying.
Right.
Mm-hmm. There's the assertive individual who will actually call the aggressive person on his behavior. And then there's the passive individual. The passive individual is the one that's usually when people look back and wonder, oh, it's bad that happened to him. We've always had those three individuals, and we always will. But now we're introducing the term bully. Is our intent to make weaker bullies along with weaker people? Because it was a matter of character. When a bully confronted you, you did one of two things. You either gave in to that or you stood up. And that's where a lot of character comes from. In time of adversity, character.
But I remember what we call bullying was that person who was big, that could easily take advantage of someone, that came and said, I want your lunch, give me your lunch, or just took your lunch, or took your lunch money, or just knock your books down. You know, that's what's the form of what we would call bullying. But when we come back, because we got to wrap this segment up, I want to talk about three main types of bullying. And this will include whether it's in the home, school, online, cyberbullying, church bullying, you know, bullying in the workplace,
bullying in the home,
bullying in the home, bully.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question as we leave. Who in the world came up with the word bullying? We'll be right back. Let's bring it to the table. Real talk. Blessings. I'm Angela C. Harden, and I am H.T. Harris Tax Service.
I am Loretta Smith, H.T. Harris Tax Service.
I am Joanne DeAntonac, and I am H.T. Harris Tax Service.
Hello, I'm H.T. Harris. We have two offices in the CSRA to serve you. Our main office is at 1139 Druid Park Avenue in Augusta, Georgia. And our second office is at 438 Hampton Avenue in Aiken, South Carolina. My team and I are
waiting to serve you.
Deshaun Seafood, Chicken, and all-you-can-eat crab legs. Great food, good service, lots of fun. Try us for the first time, and you'll be ringing our bell.
This is my first time coming here, but it sure won't be my last.
I just love the crowd.
You just made a great choice. What are you gonna do now?
I don't know.
What? You gotta post this. Wait up. Facebook, Right Buy is the only place to buy a car from. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Right Buy Automotive Sales is taking over your city. We're doing car deals on wheels for real. Home of the guaranteed credit approval. Come on out where we treat you like family. It's all true at the Yellow and Blue.
Blessings. I'm here with Deborah Stevens, and she is the owner of
Savvy Sparkling Gems.
And we hear paparazzi a lot, and there's a lot of consultants. What make you different?
What makes me different is I love people and I love to serve people, make men and women feel beautiful at an affordable rate.
Awesome. So guess what? We're going to give you a try. Let's call Deborah today. Blessings, and welcome back to Bring It to the Table Real Talk. I want us to look at the three main types of bullying. One is verbal, which is teasing, name calling, inappropriate sexual comments, threatening to cause harm, verbal bullying. And then you have social bullying. Now, when I looked at social bullying, I was kind of amazed. Look at what it says. Leaving someone out on purpose.
Wow.
Shunning somebody, leaving them out on purpose, telling other children not to be friends with someone.
Wow.
That happens all the time. Don't be friends with them. Don't you go down to that house. You can't go over there. Or spreading rumors about someone or embarrassing someone in public. Social bullying. Wow. And then you got physical bullying. And I think that's what you experienced. Right. That's what you was letting us know what you experienced. Hitting, kicking, punching, spitting, tripping, pushing, taking or breaking someone's things, making mean or rude gestures. So hand gestures. You know how we used to do this? Oh, I can't hardly do it no more. Y'all know, though, that's a form of bullying. Wow. Don't look at me like that, Jamie.
What?
Why are you looking at me like that? You know how to do that. Don't act like you don't know how to do that.
It's not a matter of knowing how to do that. I'm just looking at what we are umbrellaing under the term bullying. We've talked about everything from something verbal to assault. I can imagine a person going before a judge again accused of bullying. And the sentence for bullying, if it ever got to be that, is this. Now, if this person just said something, he's at the discretion of someone to throw the whole book at him, whatever that means, versus someone who may go in with a little favor and get slapped on the hand for actually abusing someone.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I have an issue with this, and just hearing and listening to it is only magnifies the problem for me. That's why I'm looking that way.
I mean, really think about it. Take it to the extreme. You said to embarrass a person. So if you have a shy person, a male or a female, and somebody gives them a compliment, tells them they look good or handsome, and they get embarrassed, that's bullying?
Or they take it as a sexual comment. They say that's a form of bullying.
Now, that's harassment. So as Jamie said again, now the judge gets to determine whether he wants to slap you with harassment or with bullying.
In other words, it's sort of crippling you in what you can really do as far as creating an environment of establishing a relationship with a person.
Remember when we left for the break, I asked a question. Where in the world, who came up with this word bullying?
You looked at the etymology of it. And so I think we learned that in the 17th century, it was a term of endearment. It was about lovers. And it was a term that women ended up using for men. And now look where it's at.
Wow.
It's a law now.
I think a lot
and
of
it's
it comes
affecting
from
our
actually
community.
individual in their own private interpretation. I think that's where it's at. And I think that's what Jamie's been talking about all during this segment.
Yeah.
And I know he feels strongly about it as well as
too.
I do. I think that bullying we have allowed bullying to come in and just kind of control situations and circumstances, and it has really affected our community, and it has affected our schools.
And you know, Pastor Harden, excuse me for a minute, Jay, this is the problem that I really have is that it's going to be a one-sided thing to where they're going to try to apply to people that it shouldn't be applied to, and then the others, they're just going to let it roll out as if nothing happened.
Well, like they already do with everything else.
Well, that's true too.
Yes.
But let's bring it back to the table because the school just started back. And so ultimately, how do we prepare our children who are back in elementary school and the statistic says that 1 in 7 of them will either be bullied or be a bully. How do we prepare them for this school season?
That goes back to what I was saying earlier. Is our intent to create weaker children? Because that was one of the things that brought out the more strength in an individual was the adversity that he faced. So here now, by toning down the bully, are we promoting weaker children? Because here it is now, we are saying what you can and can't say, routinely things that are said. And what about the children that are just being children, as we were children?
Well, I think M said, asked a question. He said, how do we prepare our children? There is a scripture. I got to go there.
Come on.
Over in Luke. I believe it's around the 36th or 38th chapter, where it talks about do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I think that's the bottom line. We got to teach our children as well as our adults. Adults need to understand that particular scripture and apply it. We need to treat people the way we want to be treated. If we treat people the way we want to be treated, then I believe we wouldn't even have to have this conversation on bullying.
You know, Pastor Harden, when you say that sounds good, but you don't really know the people that you're dealing with now. Let's go to church for a minute.
Okay.
You got people in church that will talk about church but won't do church. Got people in church that will talk about the Lord but will cuss you out in the same breath. So we can't really go with this. He said, she said, I feel, I think. We got to go with the actual facts and the truths, meaning that what? Your integrity is in line, on check. You got to be what you say that you are.
Jamie, I know this has been a very, the word I want to use, I don't want to say disturbing topic for you, but one of concern.
Great concern.
Great concern. So as before we go, I want you to kind of just share your thoughts on the show today.
I think the show is dealing with a topic that is too broad and needless. When you introduce something like this, it can't lead to anything good. Everything we've talked about is already defined. We are reclassifying, rebundling something that's already has a potential punishment an identification or a term or a classification, and to re-term or bundle all this under the word bully, there has to be some ill intent behind it.
Pastor Harden, I agree with Jamie. I think it's a catch-22, and I'm so excited because what you're going to do is get the actual lawmakers and even possibly the law interpreters so that we can get a handle on this, because this is a wildfire that's getting bigger.
Absolutely. Did you know over 3.2 million students are victims of bullying each year? 1 in 4 teachers see nothing wrong with bullying and will only intervene 4% of time. Approximately 160,000 teens skip school every day because of bullying. 1 in 7 students in grades K through 12 is either a bully or a victim of bullying. 56% of students have personally witnessed someone or some type of bullying in school, and I think you mentioned that earlier. 71% of students report incidents of bullying as a problem at their school.
Wow.
We got a problem with bullying.
It is, and as we talk about that problem, I just want to talk about the cyberbullying. And you know, we talk about leading by example. And when you have the leader of the free world of the United States of America,
and who is that?
That bullies. You know, you know, just come on.
I'm just asking.
46 minus 1.
Okay.
That bullies and just use cyberbullying on social media almost on a daily basis, then we have to ask ourselves, how do we teach the rest of America to pay attention to the law if the president can break it?
Wow.
Help us, Lord.
It's good, man.
Thank you guys so much for your input. I've learned so much today. Thank you so very much. That's what I love about us. We're so honest with our opinions and how we really feel, and that's good because we're not afraid to bring it to the table. Thank you all for doing that. But our time is up. I thank you so very much for yours. Let's continue to pray for one another, and remember, let's treat each other the way we want to be treated. I want to leave you with this. May the Lord bless thee and keep thee. May the Lord make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. May the Lord lift up a countenance unto thee and give thee peace. Jehovah Shalom. Peace. God bless you. And guess what?
Peace.
We love you. Shalom.
Shalom.
God bless.
Jealousy, Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. Why don't you just bring it to the table? Bring it to the table. With jealousy, Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. Why don't you just bring it? Bring it to the table. With jealousy, Harden. So whatever the problem is, just bring it to the table. It's real.